Hello, hello.
What's up? What's up?
Hello.
What's happening?
Welcome to
I'm
the
good.
stream.
How's everybody?
Very good. What is this new
Hi,
situation you
mommy.
have going on, Skip?
I need some light on my face right now. I'm going to get something sorted.
Are we not live from
Yes,
Facebook?
we are live on Facebook. We just went live on Facebook. We have reactions on Facebook as well coming in. And welcome today. We have Monkey, we have Tuhin Mehta, we have Mash, and we have a taxi. Who do we have? Laskar's joined.
Laskar,
What
how's it going?
up?
Dikshit.
Like shit, what's happening? I can hear somebody's voice. Sujit.
Hi, Sujit.
OP,
So,
OP.
welcome, everybody.
So, Skip, can you please introduce our guest this week?
Yes.
Okay, I feel that this guy is an inspiration to almost every DJ my age. If you have heard him play, you will. I've only heard stories about him. As in, I know him personally, but like his days, you will say that he was playing techno on vinyls in Bangalore, and now he's one of India's favorite drum and bass DJ. He's been the guy who's been pushing the limits when it comes to music culture, always ahead of his time, Mr. Vachan Chinnappa. I have so many questions for him though.
How's it going, Vachan?
Hi, Vachan. How
Welcome
are
to
you?
the stream.
What's up, bro? How are you?
All good. Nice to meet you all.
So,
So-
Vachan also opened for Prodigy,
Yes.
isn't it?
Oh,
Ooh.
Proud moment.
Not just Prodigy, I think he's open for some other big names as well.
Yeah, but Prodigy was like at the big thing was like MNKY was playing, like all the musicians like from Bombay and everywhere else were there. It was a great moment. And then to see Keith Flint, my soundcheck is after his. And just to see him was like, oh man, Keith Flint. I don't know what to say to him. I hate meeting stars, like you don't want to say like a big fan here, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
That's always the thing that they always hear.
Right.
As for him, we're like, brother, namaste, get right.
Vachan, can you just
Vachan.
increase your mic levels?
Or maybe just get a little closer to the mic. We couldn't hear you.
Oh yeah. No?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's better now.
Better.
So,
So, Vachan, I wanted to ask you about your journey. When did you start your career as a DJ? The kind of gear you were using when you started?
Before that, I wanna.
No, Skip,
wanna
you
say
shut
one
up.
more
My
thing.
question now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, when did you start
I
your
just wanna
journey?
point out that he's also okay.
What do you want to point? What do you want to point?
That Vachan is also known for his heavy metal T-shirts. His T-shirts will also
Yes.
always have this. He has a passion for T-shirts, and also he wears official merchandise only. That's what he told me.
Pantera is like Pantera's OG heavy metal, bro. That's like the legit heavy metal band. Like I wouldn't even
No,
call
but you will strong.
I wouldn't
Stronger
even
than all.
call Metallica heavy metal as much as Pantera is.
Hey, Clement,
Yeah.
Harish.
Hi, Clement. How are you?
Clement.
So yeah, going back to my question, Vachan, when did you start your career as a DJ and the kind of equipment that you started on? And when did Pioneer come into your life, if it did?
So I used to sing for a heavy rock band, in the early mid '90s. So post when the band kind of, and we used to like get $5,000 for a gig, which is
For the band?
yeah. For
When
the whole
was this? How long ago was this?
93, 94, 90, yeah, mid '90s.
Oh, that's good amount of money.
We used to hardly get $100 in
I
hand.
used to play for Hakka Noodles, bro. In a blues band, in the classiest of the places, we used to get literally Manchurian and Hakka noodles.
The
So I
dynamics
think
of
Vachan got
band
a better deal.
the dynamics
Yeah.
of a band is like five people. Like I'm okay to like if I have a good gig to play, I don't care about the money. I'll play like just for the fun of it. But five people and when it's to get shit fuck all money,
Hmm.
then the whole thing changes. So the band kind of like broke broke in a literally sense, and then it broke up. So then I wanted to be part of music. So I started playing in a small bar in Mysore called Royal Legacy, and they used to have those cassette players. The usual pencil rewind situation. It's
Yeah.
happened. It's a clear fact about that. Um, so the first mixer I ever used was Ahuja, 4-channel
Hmm.
mixer Ahuja,
Oh shit.
and it had an echo button. So when you were like kind of mixing out, hit the echo button.
Echo.
Of course, you don't have to mix, right? You can't mix and then push the other song, which is really cool. Like echo, oh my god, the echo is happening, and then go on. Ahuja was the first mixer I used, and some like Denon players, like that was going on. But
What was the
my
music?
huh? The
Music,
music,
music. What was the music? Yeah. What was the music you were
anything
playing?
popular those days, like this Prabhudeva's the Mukala, Mukabla, Urvashi, and all those things. Like Mysore days, man. Like my people,
It's like 94, 95.
and yeah.
Hmm.
And then at the same time, there's a lot of tourists in Mysore, like a lot of travelers, and that's when I got introduced to drum and bass in the 90s. Like those times, one guy said like,
Damn.
check this out, and they gave me a cassette of drum and bass. That's when I like. It's so close to rock music, drum and bass. It's got
Yeah.
the rawness, and like it's got like full power and mental. It's just mental. I like just mental. Music has to be a little mental. I don't like chill music. I don't like chill music at all. Like it's a disclaimer. Uh, uh, and then
Oh,
I heard a lot of great Bjork. It was in the 90s. Like I heard Bjork, and people are giving me a lot of music to listen to. So and then when I came to Bangalore, the first time I used actual DJ equipment was when I came to Bangalore, and I started playing it time and again.
Hmm.
And my first introduction to DJing was from cassette players, was to turntable, straight up. It was not CD player, nothing. I just got introduced to turntables at time and again, and they had records in their back. Those days, a club used to have their own record collection. It's not like
Yes, correct.
like now we have to have our own shit going on with us. They used to
Yeah.
buy. You tell the bar like I want these records, and they would buy these records for you, which was pretty cool. And so I had like a lot of music to play with, no, not play with, practice with. So that's my first introduction to DJ equipment.
Hmm.
So don't let me talk forever. Like ask me some questions.
No, no, no. We're just.
Clement has
It's good.
Clement has lot of
Exactly.
questions. Clement has lot of questions already.
Apart from that, actually, you know what? I'm happy to be part of Pioneer because Tuhin gave me control vinyl. He gave me a key for like the record box. He got me a deal on S9.
no. Tuhin did not get you any of those things. I did.
He did.
He is taking undue credit for no reason.
So, Bro, so now you moved from turntables. So from turntables it was straight DVS. So there was no CDJ transition in between. So it was just like turntable.
So, like my DJing days, like in the 90s, turntables was a huge factor in my DJing portfolio. But hip hop was played only on CDs because there's so
CDs.
much music. And
Yeah.
those days, house music and all these things were bought on records because like you got a single. Hip hop, like you play off a whole album, and then
Yeah.
we used to wait for songs to come out, and we used to play it on CD. I mean, he didn't have money those days, and the accessibility of getting records also was like so difficult. So I used to use Denon 2000. That's the one, yeah. So a lot of
That's a CD
my
player.
hip hop,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of my hip hop sets were like CDs. Post that,
So
yeah,
you would do like a combination of turntables and CD players,
yeah,
or
consistently, yeah,
okay,
of course.
okay.
Yeah.
And the mixer would be like a 600 at that time, like a Pioneer mixer,
So
500, 600 at that time.
all I used to think was like the Allen Heath N90 or something.
90, 92 or 96.
I used to love the mixer because techno sounds really good in that mixer. But then when I started moving
Yeah.
out of techno, and like my mixing style was like quick, lot of sounds, quick transitions. I thought like then
What
I
instrument do you play now?
Huh?
What instrument do you play now?
Instrument as in? I play the
He
bass,
plays
yeah.
bass.
Yeah, I play the bass. Yeah, I play the bass. I love the bass. I've always loved the bass. Like when I used to sing for the band, I used to always look at the bass player like, oh man, me and you. I like working.
Nobody said this ever, please, huh? Nobody ever said this. I am a musician. I know
This is what I want to learn.
keyboard guy, rhythm guitarist, lead vocalist, lead guitarist, and then vocalist.
Yeah. So
But
like
I still feel that bass, for me also, I think bass is really...
I was the vocals, right? So I was the front man.
So he was already in the top. Now he's like, I want to see what that feels like.
I was a very shy front man. I would never announce a song. Like I'd be like, sometimes my guitarist like would come in like the next song is like, Vachan like this. I was like, I would think. I used to be super shy.
Honestly, I know most of the bands who don't announce songs. Engaging audiences is a thing.
That's why I used to tell them like, come on, let's not announce the song. Just rock it. Just like play one after the other. Who cares about it? The next song is that? Who cares about that? We played, and of course people know what song we're singing. And those days were like covers were like the thing to do. Originals were okay, but we want to listen to Guns N' Roses or Metallica or Megadeth.
And your DJing style is also like that. Yeah, I feel that personality shows when you're DJing also. You're engrossed in like you believe in you're not like you don't want to be like the guy jumping on stage. You're like more like let my music do the talking. I feel that shows in your.
No, but I have seen him jumping behind the console once, man. I forgot that Island he had come.
I've seen him jumping behind the console a lot of times.
He like in a Psytrance party he played drum and bass and people went mad, man. Like it was like really crazy. Yeah. I forgot that Island. That party was busted the second day. Actually, we were asked to leave.
Yeah.
He's the godfather of drum and bass, I think, for India.
Yeah. I feel that too. Who was like drum and bass before you? Was there more drum and bass DJs before you?
Around the same time as when I started playing, was Bhavishyavani, Bombay.
Yeah.
BBC.
I think Mash will know him. BBC, I know, yeah.
BBC, and Bass Foundation, Delhi. BBC Bombay, sorry. Yeah, Bhavishyavani also Bombay.
Yeah.
And they were doing some stuff like, but the thing is like, drum and bass is a very, because it's drum and bass, you can't just
Pandit?
play anything and everything, right? And then you have
Yeah.
to those days people to the music. Okay, this is how you dance. So I literally had to like dance to the music while playing. It's don't like get to all the beats. They thought it's too fast. How do we dance to this? So you're like, no, you
Correct.
in between beat. That's how you dance. Just
Yeah.
chill, dance
Hmm.
to that. Yeah. So
So
it is a
Pandits would also be the same genre? No, Pandits will be a different style, right? Medieval Pandits? Will
So
they fall into
medieval
the
Pandits,
similar category?
Talveen Singh, they were all doing like drum and bass fused with Eastern, vocals
Asian
and
dub.
stuff.
Asian dub.
It's called the Asian Underground.
Asian
Asian dub. Yeah,
underground.
yeah, yeah.
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 Dub. But it's pretty cool actually. Like yeah, Asian dub.
Ching chong.
Yeah, very good. But anyway, so
Nice.
like that only happened for like a couple of years, and it kind of died out. Like drum and bass, like in drum and bass also happened for a bit in the 90s, uh, and it kind of died out. And but it's I think it's great music, and that music I feel that I should be like you know.
Drum
So
and bass is very much on in Bombay.
really, where?
Well, I've been to quite a few of these gigs in Bombay.
I think
Uh,
Reggie is still doing a little bit of
Uh,
drum and bass, no?
I'm gonna love this interview. I'm seeing where this is going. It's gonna be a great one. This is gonna be a great one. It looks like it.
No, sorry, like Trunk is doing some drum and bass. Uh,
yeah.
Suhail and all those boys. Um,
Mhm.
but drum and bass is not actually like play to its potential. I feel.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's I mean I
I
love it.
and you do a lot of funk sets also, bro. Like I really like the funk stuff that you do. That's also like really like super dope vibe. I've not seen anyone else also do that kind of stuff as well. That's why I introduced as the guy who's always ahead of his time. Like in general, you are listening to music that is like it's like remember the dialogue from Back to the Future. You're not gonna understand it, but your kid's gonna love it.
Well, but the
Hmm.
thing is, I feel like as a DJ, as all of us, like, right, we should be responsible
Yeah.
for music to be educated, like, to people, like, whatever we
Yeah.
think,
Correct.
we spend so much time on it. Whatever we
Right.
think has to be put out and people to be exposed to, we should, like, be ballsy enough to, like, put it out there. Like, it's a
Believe in it.
struggle.
Yeah. Correct.
It's a struggle, like, to, like, for me to prepare a drum and bass set, I used to play techno for like about 9 months. I didn't play. I used to buy vinyl every month. I used to have like about 15 to 20 vinyl for about 2 years. I used to buy it, and one day I thought, enough. This is enough now. Like I've put it out there. Now I should like for myself or
Move on.
for my people. I should like move on to something else and like do something else to the crowd
Hmm.
because I spent so much
Yeah.
time on it. And because I want them to feel understand or like understand what more there is in music. So from drum and bass, like from techno to electro and techno, I moved to drum and bass. I took about 9 months. I didn't play anything. I just collected music because drum and bass could be like very complicated to many people and could be very like imposing on people. So I took my time. I will play it easy. So like for me to like get them to like get to understand how to dance to it, to like actually play music I like. From the 9 months I collected my music to like get start playing it for the first time to uh, going on to actually playing the music I like to play. It took
Hmm.
about a year and a half before actually I started like okay, now I got them here. Now I can play what I want to play and they will understand it. I didn't know. I was not
Hmm.
like, oh, yeah, oh, this drum and bass. I'm a drum and bass DJ. Let me just like play it, and if you don't get it, fuck you. I took a while before like I told people to fuck you. 1.5 years at least to like from because I like jungle music, and then so the liquid drum and bass is like very it's a very easy format to like.
Easy go. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Yep.
So when did you move to the S9? S9 is how you've got like
And
that's
I
like
moved
few
up
years back, right?
after Skip. I moved to
No.
S9 after Skip.
I was the first one to get it. Any which
Yes.
way.
And I played on your mixer, and of course, Skip gave me so
Okay.
overload of information. Like, of course, I don't remember shit. Like now, I have to like whenever I'm in trouble, like shit. ये वो flanger का वो क्या क्या है कहाँ है? And he'll say like, then of course, he'll give me more information, and I'll forget what my first question was. So yeah, like
But
but
you're happy with
oh, I love it.
you're
I
happy
just
with
love
this
it.
thing, right? So
Oh fuck, I just love it.
you're
I just love the
and now you're still using Serato or you're moved to record box?
record box. Tuhin.
No, record box.
Are you even using CDJs?
No, never.
Clement wants to know who made you use pen drives on CDJs.
Oh, then those things I have to call Clement. No, so like export my files from record box to the pen drive to like play it on a CD player. One time I had to play a set at in Goa. Then I called him like, Clement, how do I do this? So you know, no way, this is how it's done. Yeah. That's the only time. That's why he's asking this.
And he wants to know which DJ did you love jamming with back in the day?
Demo. That's it.
And you would play hip hop together?
Anything like so when you start DJing, Clement and me and Asad and Bipin, we're all the same
Era.
era of DJs. Like who all got on the same scene and like, and we used to hang out all the time together. Like so, and Clement had just come from Bombay, and my employer was the MD of Time and Again. So like, oh, this one really good DJ is coming. Better DJ than I'm the best DJ. And then Clement, like we hit it off like straight away. Like when you know Clement, no, you can't not
Yeah.
you can't not like him. So straight away, like we hit it off.
Somehow he
and-
knows the MDs of all the places.
Of course. So we used to like play every like oh, I used to feel obligated. Like Clement, I'm playing one song, you play one song, and then we used to start playing sets of that. Like so, if I have to play even if I have a drum and bass set, I would like ask Clement, come on, Clement, like stand here. I'll give you the next song, you play it. And people gel like that all the time. We used to do it like so much, like for 2 years at least. We used to like every day in the afternoon do these sets. Amazing.
How long ago was this?
18 years ago.
Wow.
Clement was very young at that time.
Me too.
You were always young, bro.
Hey Rohan, what's happening, bro? How are you?
Clement wants to know what is liquid drum and bass. He only knows about MTV Rain Dance.
Piss off.
So what's next for you in terms of your musical journey? Like you've done the whole techno to electro to drum and bass. So what can people expect from Vachan in the near future?
I want to learn instrument, like I want to go live. I want to learn instrument, and that's why I learned because bass was like the only instrument like really called me.
Hmm.
So I'm, I want to like it's been about like 2 years since I've been like really hard, practicing hard. It'll take a while, but I want to like do live music,
Hmm.
and then the thing is like when you get into the other scene, like where music, like instrument scene, you meet so many people, and then they're doing so much shit, man. Like so much stuff
Hmm.
uh, I'm exposed to, which is amazing. That I want to like. I've made so much contacts now with these guys, but I'm going to use it. I want like DJ music. Like all of us, like DJ music, we should have a entourage of musicians. We want to play live, we should play live the music. What we do,
Hmm.
like, we should like play it live. But, like of course, DJing is like as another uh, art by itself. But
Yeah.
if we should play it live, and people should see the intricacy of like every instrument
Hmm.
separated. Listen, I made this music, and that drummer is playing my beats. This is the saxophonist who's playing my bass player, and all those things. So I want those things uh, understood by people. Like
Hmm. How so? Like, how many instruments can you play now?
one, I'm not a, I'm not like I'm one of those guys, right? Like I want to learn one thing. I'm not like, oh, somebody is doing something, like I feel like shit, I should try and excel that or
Hmm.
this. It's very difficult. To learn one instrument is a lot, and some people are
Yeah.
like really gifted, and then they like just naturally like play drums, and I don't feel that I should be able to do that. I know I can't. I'm not
Hmm.
capable of those things. But this one instrument I'm playing, it's taking so much of my effort, like, and I'm loving my effort.
Hmm. Yeah. Like, I can also play only one instrument, and I'm very happy that I can only play one instrument, and that's on people's nerves. But yeah, in all seriousness, I know how much time and effort you've been actually putting into learning how to play the
No, man,
bass.
no, there's no shortcut to like learning music, right? Like somebody, I mean, the kids want to learn, how to DJ. The
Hmm.
amount of time and effort and experience that we have, they can't like bypass it.
Hmm.
There's no way they can bypass it. Like that only comes with the time you put into it.
Hmm.
So yeah, like this learning an instrument has really made me like humble and yeah, modest.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, but see, how much in the future do you see being able to put together this live show that you're talking about?
Oh, as soon as we get a vaccine or something, that's it.
Hmm. No, so
So
which
you're
means
ready
are
to
you
mix
ready
it,
to
kind of?
like put on a live show?
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of ready. Like, but thing is, as I said before, I know so many great musicians who know their game, right? I will be like a part of it. I will, of course, pose myself as like I'm the guy who's doing it, but
Hmm.
not. But I have like really good friends, DJs, and like musicians. Like so many guys, man. Premic, Premic,
Of
and all
course,
this
who
Yeah.
doesn't know Premik?
killer. Like in the stuff he knows, and I mean, like he's my go-to guy, like all the time.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm blessed with knowing these guys, musicians around me that I can go back to and say like, hey, will you do this for me? And they will
Hmm.
do it in a jiff.
Skip, you were saying something?
Rohan is asking what inspires you the most, Vachan sir, in music?
Inspires.
Yeah.
What inspires you in music?
That's a very open-ended question, I
Music.
think.
No,
Music.
boy, I don't need to
So,
be in
what were your
that.
inspirations initially? Like, for example, the band when you're playing, what would be a source of inspiration for, let's say, your bass? Who do you look up to in terms of like
That's
players
the
and
thing,
all?
right? Like you can't. It's like a music is like a fucking galaxy of like
Yeah.
you. I mean, there's so much music out there. You're inspired by everybody's like small things. Like it's not like one person. Like, oh, that guy did that one bit that inspired me. So the music has always progressed like that. Like like what great bands did was like Black Sabbath when they came as Black Sabbath people. I'd never heard Black Sabbath. Like, what are
Hmm.
these guys? Oh my God, they blew us off our heads. So
Ah.
that like, there's a lot of like I'm not inspired by one. Like I'm not like I'm very open to music. I want to like listen to as much music as I can.
Yeah.
Um, because like if I get like stuck, I'll remain in that shell and say, okay, this is all I'll listen to, like and I haven't
Hmm.
heard the other trillion stars that I could hear.
Yeah. And I've noticed, bro, your sense of observation is really, really cool. So, this is one thing that I've noticed about you in general. That, like, for example, when we met for the first time, me and Vachan met for the first time during a competition. So, Vachan
Yeah,
knew Manny already, and we entered that competition because of Tuhin. And
yeah,
Max was the winner of the competition. So, actually, all four of us are linked to UDC, man. So,
yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
I just want to know.
No,
So,
Your
yeah,
Mash,
I
your
really like
mic
what.
is muted.
I said it was in September as well, 10 years ago, 2010. 25th September is when you won.
it's true.
Wow.
Wow. So I think after 2 days was the finals for the pro category. So me
Right.
and Vachan were at the same time, and Vachan's band's name was Skip Intro.
Yeah,
When I met him, he's like, "I'm Vachan from Skip Intro," and I'm like, "I'm Skip." So, so, so and what I loved about the vibe that Vachan gave at that time, obviously, like, because he's such a big guy, right? You like full built and all that. So you get like intimidated, like, oh, dude, I have to be like, if I say anything wrong, it's just gonna punch me and I'm gonna be on the floor. That's the vibe you get from Vachan when you meet him. Like, but the moment he speaks, you're like, dude, this guy's like so, like, you're so shanti in your head, and then whatever you talk, it makes sense, right? So I remember once the competition was over, and then I asked you when we were going back, we were in the same taxi, and we were going back to the hotel. We were staying in the same hotel, and
yeah,
I asked you like, what do you think about the performance? And he gave like an honest feedback. This is too much, blah 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 blah. And actually, that was exactly the same thing that I was feeling about the whole thing. So, like, like from you, what I've always learned is that whole, be observant of what's happening around you. And I think, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. That's
yeah.
one
But
thing
like
that I really like about you. The whole,
actor, like I love him. He's like he's not like anyone else. Like none of us. He's very like how his mind works. Like is very special. I love it. Like so,
you're
like
talking about me?
yeah, I love you,
Okay,
man.
okay.
Really.
Special case.
That's why.
Vachan, I have a question with regards to
Oh,
you and Skip.
Yeah.
Uh, did you get your cables that you gave Skip?
No, he stole some
Which
of my
cable?
cables.
Which cable? Which?
No, I'll tell you the story because I was looking to
Which
send
cable?
Vachan a message. Wait. I was looking to send Vachan a message about having him on the show, right? So when I scroll to my WhatsApp conversation with him, my last message with him was about him asking me whether you gave me the cables that I was supposed to give him. I'm like, what cables?
He told me that you were going to give it to Tuhin that evening, and then so I asked like Tuhin the next day. Remember?
Yeah, and then I was like,
No, but
no.
I think that is the cable that was left in Hyderabad. You've received them, bro. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you've got them.
I got
I
them.
don't
I
know
got it
how.
eventually, but no idea. He had no idea.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Yeah, I need to be reminded sometimes.
He needs a reminder to be
Not,
reminded about the reminder.
no. But, let's just not talk about that.
Rohan has a question. What genre of music do you like the most and why?
Now he's gonna give you the same answer, man.
Or like, yeah.
Let's change this question a bit. When you're not
I have one
thinking
question.
about performing, what kind of what genre
Yeah,
do you
music.
prefer? What genre do you consume as a
Yeah.
consumer?
So like, this is my thing, all right. Like one DJ from UK I was playing with, and he came in like I was playing drum and bass, and he said like, "No, are you into rock music?" I said, "Yeah, I love rock music." He said like, your sets are like a concert vibe. Like it's a concert. Like it's not like for like club environment. It's like a like concert vibe. I like playing all my music on concert vibe. Everything has to be so dramatic. My mix has to be like, oh. It's not like I don't like this mixing and like chilling. No. My mix has to be uh, yawn.
So, who do you think like? Who's like as a DJ? Who would be like like what were like the recent acts that you saw which were like good, which you would rate like okay, these are like good acts, like international, national, whatever, like recent times, not and obviously when you started you must have seen a lot, but yeah.
Um, oh man, I've seen some good acts. Like DJ acts, it really has to like, as I said, it has to be like concert vibes. Like it has to like really like just when they play something, that's like get me
Hmm.
like, wow, that was crazy
Yeah.
shit. Like it's not like some playing a great set, like I'm building it. No, even if you're building for 10 hours, I want every song to be like fucking so dramatic. That's what I
Yeah.
like.
You
Uh,
remember the no, please. Please
say go
continue.
on.
Sorry.
No, which remember what which one?
Oh, I was talking about the Supersonic, the Arms House stage, which we were there like the whole day, and
Yeah,
it was like one great DJ after another. So
yeah,
I just want to ask you, like, out of those, I remember that's also a great, really sweet thing from your end, where Stanton Warriors were playing, and I was on the in the audience, and you're like, yo, come on the stage, you have to see how these guys are playing, and they were like insane. I loved them. So from that thing, like, uh,
yeah. Like,
who would be like your what would be your like memorable set from that lineup? It was Goldie,
like
Mala was there.
this like I lot of sets like that I love. There's one set Booker Shade played it, the pedal in Bangalore.
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
those
Booker.
guys really like I, I really felt like every song there was like sound like energy
Yeah,
like it was going through my veins like coming up till
bum
here
bum
like
bum bum.
oh they were so good man. They really like those guys
Did
like killed it. I'm not a big like techno fan as in like the
I know you never come for my gigs.
yeah.
like, so maybe I'm sorry. I'll come.
No, just kidding, bro.
No, I'm also like I'm like sorry.
Yeah.
But it has to be like every song has to be so dramatic that
Hmm.
like it's so difficult like for like a set to be like every song is so dramatic, no? Like
Yeah.
yeah. So somebody does that, and I'm like, whoa. I'm
Were you there for Bonobo's gig? Did you see Bonobo also? Like, were
no.
you there
I
for
was in
Bonobo and
Bombay
Bangalore?
that, being that night in Uh,
Okay. That was also apparently that whatever. Apparently, any electronic musician that plays in Bangalore, that set becomes like an amazing set. Like Bukash in Bangalore, everybody's talking about that. Bonobo Bangalore was saying it's a great scene. Like, what is it about Bangalore, man? I wanna like. Do you think Bangalore is
Bangalore.
the only place that has got that vibe, or like?
Yeah, way cooler.
Yeah, I agree. Bangalore is the only place that has the vibe.
So, like, I want to ask you, basically, like, you started with the band and then coming on to the drum and bass, and one of the main reasons to shift from band to DJing was because not enough money to be made, and
Yeah.
then your preferred genre is drum and bass. Over the course of last 10, 15 years, have you ever thought, like, you being a very killer DJ, I've seen you myself, has the your chosen genre not being so popular in India has restricted your popularity across rest of the cities? Like, you're able to build up a scene in Pebbles in Bangalore and you have your own stuff following,
Yeah.
but taking the scene to the other cities, because there are not many people doing the same genre, because you ever felt like, I'm not making enough money, I could be doing like 6 gigs a week, but I'm only doing 1 gig in Bangalore.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, I'm not one of those guys. Like, um, uh, my work should speak, and if organically it works out for me, it's good. Otherwise, I'm okay. Like, and whenever I go and play in Bombay, I know there's like 200 people who it makes me really happy that like these guys come every time I see familiar faces. No, I hardly know people from Bombay, but like I know that the 10 people that my great friends are.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like I'm so happy that like I think I like being niche.
Mm.
I like it. Like I don't care about money. Money is gonna come, and then I don't know. Like it's that's another conversation to have because uh, I don't know too much money will like make me do like make my lifestyle different, and then I'll become that guy, and fuck, and then I'll come. I want to be this guy, and I don't care this and that. Oh, I've been here, and I'm fine.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
So, like making
I remember you
money,
telling me the same thing.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
skip like one. Skip your little exceptional. Like you're bro. Good. Yeah, you're. I mean, uh, I've sat with him and like seen what he does and all. Like he's something. So a little eccentric guy, but excellent. I love you,
I,
bro.
I come on.
I love you. No, no.
That is
No,
the
but
skip.
what I was saying was that you've also told me you believe in letting the night grow organically. So you said that whenever you take a contract, you tell them 6 months, give me 6 months. Your night's not going to become a huge
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a big night in like 2 gigs. So that's
It's
how
very
smashy
important
is
to like
from.
have the right
Yeah,
bar owners who really understand. You should really gauge them, like and of course they'll say yeah, okay, and then 1 month later they'll say like what, there's no crowd. Then that
yeah,
kind of plays in your head. Then you want to like change the style of music to like accommodate more people. But like if you really pick the right bar owners,
venue. Yeah.
yeah, the venue and their mindset, right? Like backers, when I started playing drum and bass, I told them
Hmm.
this is how it's going to be, and they were like so Meghna Vakada, and they were like so okay with me, like, and it took a while, like, and there's so many like nights where I was like, oh my god, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, but perseverance always kind of pays off.
Yeah.
Uh, and they were okay with that. They were like, so
You
which is
know,
very important in the whole scene. Like we have to have right support from the guys who employ us.
so a small. I have a question where, like, for example, this is Bacchus is when? What was the year? This is the.
7.
So what
No,
I'm
no.
saying is, do
Sorry,
you think
2008, 9, 10.
do you think the exact same thing is possible given the current like whenever this starts? You think we can have a Bacchus kind of situation
For sure,
now
because like,
also, or because
yeah,
I feel that right now the audience is grasping. I would say the power has become like, so they're like attention span is shortened up. So, and drum and bass is more of a
I don't think
storyline, and you
everyone
think,
wants to go out now. Now everyone like
huh?
now, everyone wants to go out. Like when COVID happened, when there's like 10 people, like, oh, 10 people in Karnataka. Oh shit, let's stay
Huh.
indoors. It was like 10 lakh people. They were people like, eh, fuck it, man, let's bring it on. So people want to get out. So like
Yeah,
when yeah, people want to get out, and now is the time for us really to. Of course, we have to realign ourselves and like how we're going to work out. We can't charge so much.
yeah,
Like just because the guys, the bar owners have lost so much money, and we have to involve the liquor companies who have more money than the bar owners to like fund us. All those things, the dynamics
yeah,
has changed, and we have to realign ourselves and like um, work together. Like
yeah.
we can't expect
But
what we used to do then.
that's the question. Do you think people have patience now for, say, a 6 months?
People have patience now for anything because they just want to get out. They just
Yeah,
want to be out there. Like they're
yeah,
fed up. Like people are like fed up sitting at home. Whatever happens is the attitude right now.
Hmm.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, like that's us also. Like we also do that. Like I mean, how much can you sit at home and
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Hmm.
but it's gonna like COVID's gonna have us all. I'm gonna get it. Tuhin's gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Ash is gonna get it.
Yeah, you're
Everyone's
gonna
gonna
get
get it.
vaccinated and then we're sorted.
No vaccination also. Anyway, we don't know all those things. So like
Mm.
yeah. But anyway, like we have to live, man. Like whatever happens, we
Yeah,
can't live in fear. Living in fear is
yeah.
all.
I understand what you're saying. Precautions, and then we just take precautions and move on, basically.
Yeah. I mean that's
So
the only way.
Rohan has a question. Tips for upcoming DJs from you.
Listen to a lot of
It's gonna be
music.
a good one.
Listen to lots of music, all kinds of music. The music you don't like, listen to it. I mean, listen to like just get yourself exposed to like so much music that kind of it molds
Yeah.
you some way. If you listen to like a
Mm.
style of music, that'll end you right there. And
Yeah.
then you think that's the world. That's not the world. The world is like
Mm.
listen to a lot of
I kind
music.
of believe in that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I see like in your stuff also like when your stuff. That's the only way you can get inspired.
Mash, you're on mute.
Mash, you're muted.
Sorry. So I was gonna ask you. So you think it's a good idea for a newcomer DJ to take up a residency somewhere because that way he gets to experiment with a lot of genre
Always,
music, or just listen to music at home and choose what he likes and
always get a
dislikes?
residency somewhere, and even if it's like no money, shit money, just just get a residency. That's what taught us all. Like like you will know like
Yeah.
residency is what taught us, and we like
Bro,
Me also,
I have
bro.
never had a residency.
Totally.
we didn't.
No.
I had a residency
I
for a
used to have
long time, man.
like a week long.
I never had a residency. For me, it was a very different situation in the sense I was super young when I started DJing. So for me, just to be able to get a slot to play at any gig was a difficulty. I was always kind of pushed to the side. So I was basically just playing, a lot of music for myself at home, and that's actually where I started
That's
focusing
why.
on my skills and tech and stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is like having a residency is like a great bonus, man. Like you have the equipment to play, you have the
Hmm.
day-to-day experiment you can do, and
Yes.
every day the crowd changes, everything changes every day, and then to
Yes.
which worked yesterday won't work today. So
Hmm.
that kind of learning you will never get without playing
Yeah.
every day, getting an exposure, like
I
getting
think
a
the
residency.
keyword is experiment. The keyword is the experiment. The way you can experiment with new songs and yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you'll never have that. The more you play, the more you get better.
mm, yeah,
Wise
it's a
words.
good one.
Wise words. Do we have any more questions from our viewers? Let me see.
Okay,
Nice.
bye.
Which is the latest purchase for you, man? What's the new shirt that you have gotten? Which band did you get now?
Oh fuck! Literally, I'm like haven't played in like in Bangalore scenes. We haven't had a gig in
Since March.
8 months. No, fucking March that before COVID, that commissioner kind of busted all the place. No music,
Oh yeah.
drama. So basically, like from November, October, November onwards,
Oh shit,
uh,
that's a long time, yeah.
we have we've had no money.
Almost a year.
Yeah,
Actually, Tuhin, do you remember? I came back to Bangalore in July after my birthday,
Right.
and that's when this ban had already been
Correct.
imposed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Bangalore has been
So yeah,
suffering for a long time then. That means the whole DJ scene
Almost a year.
has been out
Almost a
for
year.
almost a year.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been.
So
I mean, we can't lose our calm about it, but that's been the scene. You know, I sold off my decks now. Like so, of course, I put it up. There's an interview on some Times of India, or some paper. They asked me like, what happened? I said like, oh, I had to sell my equipment. Such hard times. It is actually hard times, but I had to sell my equipment, but not because. But I have 4 decks now,
uh,
right?
uh,
So, but it's been hard times. With the help of and love of friends and family and all, like I'm surviving.
Yeah.
so
So
right
like
now
yeah,
you have Pioneer decks.
yeah. Question was like no buying anything from now on.
So now you have Pioneer decks,
Yeah, yeah,
the Pioneer 20% NSN. That's what you have right now, the setup.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
oh
really like
my
the
God.
thousands here.
Yesterday I had to like play a set for this drum and bass collective in UK, uh, and me genius guy. My set was 8 p.m. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, 4.5 hours ahead. 3:30 in the afternoon is my set time. They're behind 1 hour. 12 was my set. And where do I play at 12:30? Like to play a drum and bass set, like I have to record it live, right?
Yeah.
Drum and bass. Where do I play at 12:30 in the night in Bangalore? So I did my as planned. I did my 3:30 to 4:30 set. Got it to me in time.
Hmm.
So I recorded on OBS and like uh, at 12:30 I had to like
Start
go
playing.
saying like I'm like go on the page and go live. Oh my God, what a stressful night! I'm like coming back and forth. And you have to go stream. And, like I'm so like not capable with.
Yeah. It can be a pain. Yeah, I can
I
totally understand.
all skip, but Skip would have confused the fuck out of me, so I didn't follow. Oh, but you also can do this. No, Skip. What can I do
No.
right now? But
Yeah.
bro, you can you'll say the whole thing and then say like,
Bro, you should have logged on. You should have logged on 10 minutes before you did, because you would have heard Skip saying the exact same thing about should I log on from my iPad or this laptop. Oh no, this laptop doesn't have a webcam. No, but I can do on my phone. No, but the phone is shit. Maybe I should log on from my iPhone 11. What do you think? Or should I use this ThinkPad? Which one?
Yeah.
exactly know how
Yeah.
to.
This stream has been
and
a
it's
lot of
usually the last
beer
thing
and
that works for
finally.
him.
Yeah. But he knows everything. He knows the end game. He'll probabilities of like all kind of things, and but no, this is the best. But you waste so much of my time, Skip.
No. It's good
Oh
to
man.
know your options, I would say, and then choose the best one. Sadly, for me, the first one is the best one most of the times.
Exactly.
So I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why did I do the whole circle? Like,
Oh,
so yeah.
Occam's razor. What's it called? Occam's
Which
razor.
one?
I think. The thing. The first.
Ah,
Whatever you think was the first option is the
yeah,
actual
best
option.
option.
It's called Occam's
Yeah.
razor.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. What is that?
Basically, bro, whatever you think first, you do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't try to make it complex.
The first option is the best option. Gut option.
I will
Chalo.
try to keep it like that.
Put in your DNA to do that.
Yeah.
You do the same thing.
Bro, one more question. I wanna, because you listen to a lot of drum and bass, and there are, I believe the audience who is listening to us would not be familiar with like the new stuff that is coming out. Any labels you want to recommend which we can, browse through or hear stuff? Any artists?
Whoa, come on, that's a tough question. Like how do
Like
so
like
labels?
three, four artists that we can just
Okay,
like
I don't
some
know. I
like
better get some
because
labels.
everybody uses Spotify, so something that we can search on
So
Spotify
labels
or
wise,
some
I like Jungle Cakes. RM
Jungle
Records.
Kicks.
Jungle Cakes. Cakes like cake.
Hmm.
Jungle
Oh,
Cakes
Jungle Kicks. Okay.
and Shogun Audio, Hospital Records.
Shogun, yeah.
So they're like,
Any tracks?
oh man, don't be like that.
But I'm just saying, like for a beginner, you just only like 2, 3 tracks which we can.
Don't get me blank now. You're blank.
No, the people who don't know, I'm
So
blank on.
in terms of bass music, I know jungle and DNB is what you personally like. But what is your current viewpoint on the overall bass culture around the world? Like there's a trap also, and there's a lot of subgenres and all that stuff is coming up,
No,
and a lot of
There's a lot
cheesy
of
commercial
grime
stuff
that is
is.
happening in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all that's going to die out. Like the classic is classic, right? Like trap is like a innovation, and it's like, no, let's make it fun a little bit, and that's only the last for like 2, 3 years max. I,
Uh,
That's my daughter.
we get
I
we get special features by Mash's kids in our stream.
so like yeah, all the things like last for a couple of times we can also make use of it, like, enjoy that part of it, um, but I don't know. I wouldn't give it too much time into it.
Hmm.
Laskar's got a question. Have DNB sounds changed compared to 90s and early 2000s? Like house, techno, and progressive, where the BPM has slowed down, everything sounds copied.
Um, no, of course it has changed, right? Like so, but I always try to go and think
Yeah,
back.
that's a good question. Yeah.
That's a great question, but I've always like gone back to look into the 90s sound in a newer 2000s kind of feel. So
Bro,
I
when
mean,
you say feel, you mean to say the mix down? Like the way they sound more brighter? That's what you're saying?
the feel. How do I explain feel now?
The vibe.
Like the elements are the same, basically 90s elements.
Yeah.
No, the overall vibe. How it makes you feel.
So the thing is like
Yeah, okay.
drum and bass is like a very old school rave, 90s rave music that we actually in India never heard the rave scene because we were listening
Ah,
to those times in the 90s. Rave
yeah.
scene was like early Prodigy days. They were like
Ah,
so the sound is like very raw and like very muddled and everything. If you hear something which is raw but separated in that sense, like like now
ah.
cleaned up, I like that. Yeah.
Laska is asking a question. Have drum and bass sounds changed compared to the late 90s,
Same
early
sound, the same
2000s?
question I asked.
Yeah.
Oh, you asked him.
He
Okay.
asked. Yeah.
No, of course it has changed. Like drum and bass, like there's a lot of music coming out, right? Like whatever. According to me, the sounds are changing, but I don't go and pick those kind of sounds. I go and dig into the sounds
You
which
feel
I like.
nowadays they're playing a lot of two-step thingy like because I've I've kind of seen few drum and bass gigs recently, and it doesn't really sound like drum and bass. You know, it sounds like a mix of a lot of stuff
Again.
combined.
So there's a lot of different sounds, no? So
Yeah,
people are getting into whatever they like and whatever they feel is like. So drum and bass also is very subtle, like minimal tech to hard tech or techno or whatever.
yeah. Correct. Yeah,
A lot of different feel in subgenres of drum and bass music. There is
yeah.
all that there. So whatever you want to pick, there's
Ah,
a lot of music there. But
ah.
it's
Okay.
personal, right? Like, so I will
So
not
basically,
play.
there's a lot of music coming out in general with the whole. There's a lot of drum and bass in general coming out right now. It's not like the genre is not like.
Music. See, the
Because
music is always.
I was trying to find some. Sorry, you were saying.
So music's always coming out. Nobody will stop you from like.
Ah,
If I like drum and bass, I'll put out music. Just because we don't hear it doesn't mean
yeah,
that like it's not coming out. It's coming out.
yeah. I would say actually I'm not a noob when it comes to drum and bass, but I've been listening to a lot of drum and bass recently, and you know, searching like good stuff, and I found some great music, but you know, I felt that it's very stagnant. That's what I felt like when I played for an hour or so. I felt that the vibe is very stagnant. So
Oh, that,
if you like, that makes me like come to the question that how would you arrange your set in a
yeah.
because drum bass in general, like to a layman, like for example, I'm not I would listen to a drum bass set from a DJ rather than listening to a track, right? And but there are times where I've seen some sets where it becomes like a flat line. So what would you do to avoid that flat line, or do you want it? Is the flat line the style of the music, or what's your take on this whole thing?
Skip like you're right. Arrangement of your set is the key. You can like
Yeah,
if you it's up to you, right? Like if so minimal tech DJ will play minimal tech all through. He will not feel like
ah,
have to go anywhere. Flat
yes,
line.
correct.
Like
Yeah,
for me too, I understand you also, and like I don't know like you guys, but like I want like everything dramatic. Like you also, like I
yes,
know that
correct. That's
you
what. Yeah, I'm also
dramatic.
like, yeah,
Oh, you have to like suddenly don't go one day and say I'll get some 10 DMV songs. You have to really do a
yes,
research.
correct.
Take
Yes,
your time.
correct. And it's so
The
hard, bro. It's
song,
very hard.
yeah, it's hard. Uh,
Yeah,
so I never feel like it's become flat. Like you still can find that one song, and you can
ah,
that can lift the whole setup.
yes,
So
yeah,
every month you pick 5 songs. In 12 months, you have like that many songs to lift people up. If you
60.
are to play
Yeah,
2020
yeah.
set end of the year, you can play back to back some killer
Killer
stuff that
music.
you
Yes, correct. So, so when you're preparing, how would you prepare your set? With the do you prepare or you just go with a pool? So are you like preparing a set list, or you're just going with like say 100 tracks and then you pick up stuff on the fly? Yeah, you see the crowd and then you pick up the stuff, and
yes,
like
that is
what's your
true.
process?
But, the process is like when I buy my music. So when I'm trying to like buy
Ah,
music, I'm going. So I need 5 early set music. Early,
bangers.
like how do I bring it up? Like what do I play
Ah,
first?
okay. Super. Yeah.
5 songs.
Hmm.
5 is just the number. And then mid set, what do
Ah,
I do? How do I just like take from like I don't at the beginning. I don't never want people to dance right at the beginning.
Like
I
full
would
power band. Yeah, correct.
not
Yeah.
set
Like,
like half an hour into my set. Like until
yeah.
then, I would yeah stop music. So I want to play only that kind of music. I do want to like make them go and dance and like so absorb the music for the first half an hour, and then how do I get these people absorbing my music to get to stand up?
Yes.
That's the
Correct.
next step. So that's the next set of
Mm.
music. I want to like imagine this song will get them up. These 5 songs will get them
Mm.
up. Next,
So you have. Okay.
peak
Okay.
music. What do I do?
So now, do you remember the name of the song, or you put them on a separate playlist? Like this is opening playlist, this is closing
No,
playlist.
in my playlist, I know a playlist I arrange just like
Ah,
the early set is there, and as I
ah,
go down,
super. Yeah,
I know like
correct.
among there, I kind of pick what I want to play. And my last
Okay,
part
okay,
of
okay,
my
cool,
set
cool.
always I like is to play classics to remind people
Oh,
where all that came from. That's I love it.
that's a great idea.
Yeah, I
I
always
think
want
this
to
is a
play.
constant between every good DJ, bro. Like every
You
good
think,
DJ that I know
you think I'm a good
always
DJ?
plays like a classic. I think you're a super DJ, bro. Because that's like every good DJ that I've seen that they all like remind you of like they'll be closing with one tune that'll be in your head. Like for example, I'll tell you what. Me and Tuhin and Mash and Nishank, we were all chilling in Goa and we were just listening to some drum and bass music. I don't know for what reason. I don't know why, but Tuhin played Bomb Selector, Gunman.
Yeah,
What was the
yeah,
Gunman?
gunman. Yeah,
187 lockdown.
yeah.
Lockdown, yeah. And then that Bomb Selector is it still in my head? Like whenever I hear, like if I will hear Bomb Selector, I will in my head will be like Tuhin, Mash,
Oh, I mean,
Nishank,
it's like just like
all
makes
swimming.
like, all kinds of things more like just lose your
Yeah.
mind, which is awesome. No, like I don't know any other music. Uh, like drum and bass has so many
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on. Like oh shit, what's going on
emotions.
here?
Too much happening.
It's like to this. I know I'm bitching all you techno DJs out, right? But like,
No, bro, it's okay. No problem.
Tuhin, I love you. But Tuhin doesn't allow any song to go without his influence. Some like he'll mix it out with his sampler, this, that those
No,
things.
Tuhin has
Which
played
is
some,
like,
like I've seen videos, old videos of Tuhin playing Prodigy and all that stuff. Yeah, there's some in YouTube you'll find Tuhin Mehta playing like some weird like old stuff which is not techno and it's like full power. Like I've seen a video of Tuhin playing Smack One Picture. I don't know where it was. All I can remember about that video is a red. It was a red vibe. Tuhin, where was that place?
It's a
Like
fuga.
it's a place.
Fuga,
It's a
fuga.
club. Yeah,
Fuga.
full red. And there's Magma which is going on and Tuhin is like with his smile and he's like people are going nuts. So
see, he's
yeah, as in
ending the set playing a classic.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Great DJs. That's
Yeah.
yeah. I should start.
Yeah,
Actually, I do
yeah.
that, but
All these kids, where it all came from. I mean, I have to say kids
yes,
because
yes,
I'm
yes,
like,
yes.
You're very young, bro. Come on.
But yeah, what?
I already told you you're ever young.
Yeah, Skip is younger than I am.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Vachan.
Oh,
Vachan is always young.
Bro, so
Ever since I met him, he's been young.
Quick question. One quick question. This is a little technical question. Like when you said you're gonna, you have you decided on the setup that you're gonna have when you're gonna like do the whole uh, thingy, everything comes together, or you're still working on that whole tech part?
set up.
For your
Yeah,
live
for the
show.
for the live
No,
act.
no, there's no like I don't have to think about
You
it
still
because
like
yeah, like if it opens up, like the thing is like right now, I'm just only like hanging out with musicians. Like I will
okay.
be like a uninvited guest over there. Like I'm just gonna like, so what are you saying? And I'm always hanging out with these guys.
Yeah.
Which really like helps me out like because I see these guys there and they're really good. And I mean,
Yeah.
Bangalore musicians don't get enough credit because they are not Bombay musicians, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
um, some crazy musicians, man. Like it's mind blowing. Like I mean, first of all, I should stop feeling like, oh my god, when will I ever be this guy? Never, no chance. And then I'm like, oh, I have this guy with me. I can use him. And like also like the thing is like what I understood was musicians are not great.
Social
They don't
people.
have a social people, and we are. We can use them.
Uh,
We don't
I
blame
don't.
them.
Yeah. I think
We
we
don't
are.
blame them.
I don't know. Yeah. I have mixed
Yeah,
feelings,
because
but yeah.
people like we have. The thing is like so musicians are like very like I was just thinking if you want to be a really fit guy, no, you want to be a fit guy, you have to be super reclusive because there's no other way to be like fit otherwise. If you want to manage this between fit and this thing, you have to like have like okay, 4 days of my week I will do this and like 2 days of this and then calm down and all those things.
The balance.
Musicians,
Yeah.
musicians are like because in between their practice, good musicians are good musicians because they practice so hard. They practice about 5 6 hours a day. Between that, like they don't have like time to socialize, and the whole day is consumed by this music that you're practicing, like or whatever, like the sounds are in them. So like like my band, I keep telling my band like, you guys don't worry. I'm a novice in this band. You teach me how to play this song. I will get his gigs because we know people. He'll get
Yeah.
gigs.
Yeah.
Like, basically, it's all about music, man. Like it's live music, DJ music, whatever music. Let's
Hmm.
promote it as much as we can. Like let's just push it, whatever it is.
Hmm.
So eventually, like we have to work our ways around it.
Yeah. It's a good thought.
Awesome.
Do we have any more questions from?
I don't think so. I think we can
No.
wrap things up. If there's anything else.
I cannot see half the stuff on my iPad, man.
Music,
But yeah, it's great.
Anyway, Vachan, was really nice having you on this weekly Sunday show for
thanks,
Pioneer
man.
DJ. It's been a long time coming,
Thank you.
and I'm hoping that we can come and see your live act before you come for my gig.
Live act, yeah, sure, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think that's going to happen.
You guys fly down, both you guys. Fly down. I don't think they don't know who I'm calling at. The screen I'm like calling at Mash.
Yeah, they see themselves. Awesome. So, yes, shall we wrap things up then for this
Yes.
weekend?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, Vachan.
Thank you so much.
Wish you good luck, Vachan. Good to have you here and look forward to attending
Yes.
your gig soon. Huh?
Fingers crossed.
See you soon, bro.
Then let's keep practicing hard
Yeah,
all skills that we have to like kind of. This is the time to like do that, right?
right.
Because we're not
Yeah.
playing gigs. Let's practice on like acquiring new skills. I know Skip is like learning ways.
Bro,
I said
I've gone, yeah.
it's tough, right? Skip. It's not so easy, but do it really slow. The base lessons I sent you.
Yeah. I'm doing that. I'm at a friend's place and I've got the bass here also. When they're talking, I'm doing that only.
Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah.
And when it all comes back, we should be like a better musician, and like we should have like some new stuff to give out to people who have been starved of nothing.
Good music. But nice.
Right, guys.
All
Love
right.
you.
Ciao, bro.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Have a good Sunday,
Cheers,
bro.
Done. Take care.
Oh,
See you.
let's do this.
Bye bye.
Cheers.